Hi guys, my all-time favourite Arsenal player has to be Thierry Henry. Reason because he was an unbelievable striker for Arsenal, scored the most goals for Arsenal, 228 goals, 90 assists for Arsenal. He scored unbelievable goals for Arsenal. The solid goal against Tottenham where he ran all the way and slid in front of Spurs fans as well. Never forget that. Where he scored the great goal against Manchester United, the volley where we went top bins. I'll never forget that. Won 3 FA Cups, 2 Community Shields, 2 Premier Leagues, going to Grace Invincible to win at Shite Hart Lane, where he won the league at Old Trafford to show what a great striker he was. 4 golden boots in the Premier League, 2 European golden boots, 2 PFA Player of the Year award, 2 Player of the Seasons in the Premier League, and 4 Player of the Months in the Premier League. My favourite current Arsenal player is Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang because he's an unbelievable striker, scored the first 50 goals for Arsenal quicker than anyone, 1 Premier League golden boot, 2 Player of the Months in the Premier League, and he has an unbelievable connections with the fans which I'll never forget.
Hello Arsenal world, I hope you all well and protecting yourself against COVID-19. This thing is serious, so please take care of yourselves and your family. Now, Arsenal players, I don't think I have an Arsenal player that's better than any other, but I have my Arsenal moments, like Mesut Ozil against Ludogorets. I think that was pure magic. Or Santi Cazorla in the FA Cup. This is happy moment, happy time. But I think my favorite moment is Kanu in Stamford Bridge, where he scored a hat-trick and killed Chelsea. I was out there on a date and I tell you, it was the best time ever. For an Arsenal player of all time, it's got to be Ian Wright. I used to have a friend in London, Saleh Ali, and the two of us, we used to watch the Arsenal games, and he loved Ian Wright, and he was contagious. We would watch the game, and every time Ian Wright scored or did something great, it was high five. And yeah, that's how I fell in love with the Arsenal. So there is me.
My favorite Arsenal player of all time was none other than the maestro, the beast, number 14, Thierry Henry. I was a fan of the French national team already, so it was easier for me to love Thierry Henry. That man made me love watching Arsenal. That man made me love watching football. He was sublime. He was cold. He was quick, calculated. He loved football. This man could carry the whole team on his hand. And the fact that he had people like Beckham, Vieira, he had people like Perez, Ljungberg. This man was a maestro. Thierry Henry was robbed twice for the Ballon d'Or with Nedved and, in my opinion, with Ronaldinho. But nonetheless, this man was a beast. This man was truly Arsenal, and I love Thierry Henry.
Probably the most common answer, but my favorite Arsenal player of all time is none other than our great number 14, Theo James Walcott. I kid, it's the king, Thierry Henry. What a player he was. Made me fall in love with Arsenal. He used to glide through that pitch. Absolutely world-class. Crown jewel of that invincible side. He was club record goal scorer. Never lost against Tottenham. He had the skill, pace, athleticism, strength. He used to give nightmares to those defenders. And then he went to Barcelona. Absolutely gutted. Then he comes back and scores like a fairy tale, and I still remember the commentary that he may be cast in bronze, but he's capable of producing truly golden moments. That's what Thierry Henry was. And my current favorite Arsenal player, another number 14 coincidentally, it's none other than Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Absolutely electric goal scorer, banging in those goals week in, week out. He's the only world-class player in the squad in my opinion, and lately he's been showing shades of Honoree that's making me love him even more. I used to love him when he was at Dortmund, and that made Dortmund my FIFA team, you know, and I couldn't believe that Aubameyang had signed for Arsenal. So we have to keep him. I don't want to hear any of this BS that we should sell him. Anybody who says that we should sell him, get out of here. Selling him would take us 5 steps back. If we need to get back to greatness, we have to keep Aubameyang. He has to stay. So my favorite player of all time, Thierry Henry, the king, and my current favorite Arsenal player, Obama, Blood Yang.
Hello Arsenal family. Hi. My current most favorite for me Arsenal player is Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. The reason is very simple. The guy loves Arsenal. He is very hard on himself. He pushes himself so hard. This guy is one of the best strikers in the Premier League, if not the best. My favorite Arsenal player of all time is the king himself, Igwe, Thierry Henry. Simply because he strikes fear into the minds of every opponent. I mean, I think it was Ferdinand that was saying the other day that they look at Thierry Henry in the tunnel and they're already pissing themselves. Players look at him in the tunnel, they're like, ooh, that's Thierry. Oh my God, they're already pissing themselves. For me, Thierry Henry, no question. Hope everybody's keeping well.
My favorite past player and present, if I go first with the past player, it must be Thierry Henry. That guy who absolutely gave everything. He was really phenomenal player for Arsenal. He was ultimate scorer. He had electric pace. He had passion, determination, commitment. He gave everything the team. One thing that I like it about Thierry Henry, he doesn't just stay, you know, in the box as a striker. He used to go deep and carry the ball. So my favorite past player, it has to be Thierry Henry. And my favorite current player is Dani Cevallos. You know, I know many people will say Aubameyang, but me is Dani Cevallos. Is really technical. He reminds me Santi Cazorla. He drives the ball forward, and I hope that we will sign him permanently. Thanks.
Okay, so my favourite past Arsenal footballer is gonna have to be Van Persie, even though he snaked it. He's just a really good player. The touch on him, Dennis Bergkamp was right on saying that he's gonna be a good player. It's just unfortunately he snaked us. And my favourite current Arsenal player is Dani Cevallos because I think he brings a lot to the team. He's like a Santi Cazorla-esque.
And that's a good question. My favorite gunner of all time and my favorite current gunner. I'm gonna say my favorite current gunner is Hector Bellerin because he's a true gunner, a gunner to the heart. He's been with the team for a long time. He's had some injuries recently, but through and through, he's loyal to the team, and I love to see players who show that sort of characteristics. And my favorite gunner of all time, I would like to say something different, but I can't put anyone above Thierry Henry. You know what I'm saying? That's the man. One love, y'all. Stay safe. Stay at home. For real.
My favorite player who played for Arsenal back in the days and in the past has got to be Dennis the Iceman Bergkamp, because he was simply an unbelievable player with special technical ability and the vision which was simply out of this world, and he was the reason why I'm supporting Arsenal until the day. And my favorite player in the present moment has got to be Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, because if it wasn't for him, we'll probably be in the lower part of the table, probably in the relegation zone, which simply isn't enough for a club with a renommee which Arsenal has. Best wishes, stay at home, and good luck.
My favorite Arsenal player of this current era, so to speak, would have to be Mesut Ozil. Growing up watching him as a kid, he just brought so much of joy to my heart. It was almost as if he left me in awe, because his passing, some of the passes he made were unreal. His technical ability, his skill, his vision, he just inspired me so much. In fact, most of my playing style today was based off of Mesut Ozil. It's unfortunate that we haven't gotten to see the best of him these past 2 or 3 years, but I hope he can get back to that soon. I knew him at Real Madrid before he came to Arsenal, so when he did come, I was even happier. He's just brought so much he's just been a genuine joy to watch whenever he has been in form for us. So yeah, favorite current Arsenal player, Mesut Ozil. Favorite Arsenal player of all time would have to be the one and only Thierry Henry, the king, greatest foreign player to ever play in the Premier League. None of that Salah, Drogba, Aguero nonsense, nah. Thierry Henry, best foreign player to ever play in the league. In his day, he was the best striker in the world. Some of the stuff he did too, he was phenomenal. Invincible, top Arsenal goal scorer. He too, it's like that. Those days is when Arsenal were one of the best teams in the world.
My favorite player of all time in Arsenal is Honoree. Holy shit, nobody can do what he did. This guy scared defenders, had the most goals and most assists in one season. 4 golden boots. Nobody can compare to Honoree. Nobody. Like, I also love players like Ian Wright, Dennis Bergkamp, Robert Pires, even like Cesc Fabregas. Well, he snaked us out, but I still love him. Yeah, I like those type of players too. But then you have Honoree. He's like at another level. Nobody did what he did. This man scored way too many goals for us, always saved us, and he does deserve the statue outside Emirates, and he should have won a Ballon d'Or. And my favorite current player in Arsenal is none other than Aubameyang. This man saved us all the time. If we didn't have him, I'm sure we would have been 16th or 17th place. He just saves us. If we didn't have him, I swear we would have been dead right now as a club. He's saving us. We're literally relying on him, on how Barcelona relies on Messi. I hope to God Aubameyang doesn't leave. We need him. He's our savior in Arsenal.
My favorite player from the past is Alexis Sanchez. I know it's not really from a long time ago. He just left Arsenal like two seasons ago, I believe, or yeah, probably 2 seasons or 3. He's the reason why he's my favorite player, is because he did so much for the team during the hard times. I know we're still in bad shape right now, so I'm not saying we're not in a bad time right now. We're still in a bad time, but during that time he was carrying the team. As a winger, he scored 20 plus goals in 1 season, which is amazing. I think he was world class, and I love his motivation, his fighting spirit. My favorite player from the current moment as of this time is Lacazette. He does so much for the team. He's a playmaker. I know he doesn't score as much as Aubameyang, but he does so much sometimes that you don't even realize it. So that's why I really respect him as a player.
What's happening, Football Nation? All the way from South Africa. Definitely my first pick is going to be Thierry Henry. That man was just something else, from his, charismatic ways on and off the pitch. Definitely the goals that he scored, but just the way he just played the game. It was amazing to watch him play. My second person I'm going to pick is definitely Aubameyang. I know there's a lot of other players like Bergkamp and them that should follow, but for me, Aubameyang, because during this testing time, he is the one player that has really united the fans and the team, during our most testing time in recent years. So definitely those two, and Aubameyang, obviously, goal scoring record, wherever he goes, he does his job, but also an amazing personality based on what I see. So definitely those 2 players for me.
Hi from Finland. Favorite gunner right now, Hector Bellerin. Back then, probably Bergkamp or Henry, of course.
The coronavirus has not just affected the world of football, but has affected everybody. But you know what? We can defeat it. There are some steps we can take. Number 1, always make sure you wash your hands thoroughly. Number 2, if you cough or sneeze, make sure you catch it in a tissue and dispose of it afterwards. And number 3, if you're displaying any of the symptoms, always make sure that you self-isolate. I know it's a terrible time, but we will defeat the coronavirus. We will be back.